T says, I'd like help creating a lifestyle blog which would include cooking, traveling, fashion, family, etc. I really need help creating content and deciding which content to add to my website. So, T, here's how I feel. Pretty much, if you can start by just trying out all kinds of different content for a certain amount of time, right? Get a year calendar, a calendar that shows the entire year, every single month, and just give yourself a certain amount of time to play, to have fun, to enjoy the process and figure out what you want to write about. You're going to have a blog, you're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So just enjoy the process for a little while and try everything. But make sure you have a deadline, an end date for the time period that you're done playing and trying and figuring things out. And then from that time, say 2 months later or 3 months later, you really dial in the thing that you enjoy doing most, but also that is scalable. And what I mean by scalable is that you can create lots of content in a short amount of time. You can batch shoot. You can create 20 pieces of content in one day or 5 pieces of content in one day. And that might sound crazy, right? Writing 5 blogs in a whole day, it sounds insane. But think about it like this. What I used to do in 2019 is I played, I had fun, I enjoyed the process, I tried different things. I did videos on meditating, I did videos on challenges that I had in my life. I did an entire film series. I tried everything from audio recordings to videos, things of that nature. And I found the things that I really wanted to do. The 2 things that I wanted to do was something that took a very long time, that was very laborious, but it was really fun. And that was a film series, a reality series that required me to hire, an entire team basically. It required me to hire a director, a film person, a video editor, and do this big project that takes a very long time to complete. But once it's complete, it's a very high production piece of content, right? Now on the other end, I wanted to create something that I could put out every single day. So what I did was I started doing these consultations. I do 7 consultations every Sunday, and then I can put out 1 piece of content on every social media platform every single day. Now, in 2019, I felt like 1 piece of content a week was too much because I had to think up an idea. I had to sit there and try to figure out how I was going to say it, what I was going to talk about. I would have to set up the camera, get everything all set up, and then I would have to talk and try to figure out how I was going to talk and what I was going to say. That took a lot of effort. But then when I started doing the consultation calls, all I do is I jump on Zoom and I help people. I have, over 15 years of experience in helping people raise millions of dollars and get into the positions that they need to get in order to make their dreams a reality, whether that be emotional, mental, spiritual, financial, all the aspects that they need to make it happen. And so through that time period of having all these different skill sets, all I have to do is jump on a call with someone for 15 minutes, talk to them, add value to their lives in however I can, and then I have a piece of content. I do 7 of those in a day. Now I have 7 pieces a week, and now I can have 7 pieces of content that go out every single week just by doing something for 1 day's worth of work, right? So how can you do the same thing? How can you figure out how to batch write your content so that you're not having to, think up the concept and, figure out what it's about and then sit down to write it and hope that you come up with something good, hope that you don't have writer's block. But that comes later. Okay, so step 1 is get a year calendar and just circle the amount of time that you're going to give yourself to play, to have fun, to try. And in that time period, make sure that you commit to a low-level commitment of how much content you're going to create. So if that's you creating a 100-word blog post every single day, or a 50-word blog post every single day. Make it something that you cannot fail on, something that's super easy, and make sure you create as much quantity of content as you can in the littlest amount of time. That is the first goal. Play, have fun, enjoy the process, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't work, figure out what you like, and set a date of when that's going to be done. Maybe say 3 months from now, I'm going to stop just goofing around and actually get really serious on figuring out what content matters. But also in that play period, I'm going to make sure that no matter what, I create a piece of content a day, that I create a 50-word blog post every single day. Okay. Then after that 3-month time period or however long that play period is, you're going to dial in that piece of content that you can batch shoot, that piece of content that is scalable, okay? And that is what's gonna get you into a place of really just growing something that is scalable and that is worthwhile. Now, my last piece of advice specifically around your question about how do you come up with concept ideas? There are a few different ways you can come up with concept ideas. One is by collaborating with other human beings, right? I have a quote that I like, which is, working on projects builds your future, doing it with friends makes it fun. So do this with friends, do this with family, ask people to send you ideas and just find ways to collaborate with other people. Another way is to look up 50 videos on YouTube, 50 podcasts, 50 blog posts, whatever it is, other types of mediums other than blogs maybe, and then write on those topics, right? You said that your interests are traveling, cooking, fashion, family. So if those are your concepts, basically take those four, 1, 2, 3, 4, travel, family, cooking, and fashion, and then create 10 different videos in each one, and that's 40. And then you can have those 40 or 50 or whatever, and you can just write a blog post, a really short one. Just make it short, make it easy, just to start, and create topics that you have. So you have this growing list of all these different topics that already exist that you want to put your own spin on. So that's ways that you can create your content. I hope that adds a lot of value to you. And if you need any more help, feel free to reach out or text me at 310-807-1998. Thanks.